Fungi. Fungi are eukaryotic organisms. Two major groups of organisms make up the fungi. The multicellular filamentous fungi molds, the unicellular fungi yeast, the study of fungi mycology, and study of fungal diseases mycos. All molds are fungi, but all fungi are not molds. Yeast are fungi, but they are unicellular and produce no aerial mycelium. Molds filamentous fungi that produce aerial mycelium. What is a fungus? To be considered a fungus an organism must be eukaryotic, possesses cell walls, grow by extending filamentous cells called hyphae or by budding, obtain nutrients by releasing digestive enzymes into the environment to break down organic molecules, which are then absorbed, have no chlorophylls. Cell walls have chitins. Different forms of fungi, mushrooms, rust, molds, truffles, yeast. Mold consists long, branched, thread-like filaments of cells called hyphae. The total hyphal mass of fungus is called as mycelium. The hyphae may be septate or aseptate sinusoidal. Many fungi are dimorphic in nature and change from a yeast form to a mold form. They consist of typical eukaryotic nuclei and membrane-bound organelles. The ribosomes are of ATS type. Most of the fungi are saprophytes and secure nutrients from dead organic material. They grow best at optimum pH of 5.5 and optimum temperature of 20 to 35 degrees centigrade. Fungi are aerobic in nature. Some yeasts are facultatively anaerobic and carry out fermentation. Majority of fungi are terrestrial. A few are freshwater or marine. Some are parasitic and some are symbiotic. Many are pathogenic and cause several diseases. They are the important decomposers and break down the organic matter. They lack chlorophyll and cannot carry out photosynthesis. They range in size from single-celled microscopic yeast to multicellular molds and macroscopic puffballs and mushroom. They may be unicellular yeast or multicellular and filamentous mold. Their primary storage material is glycogen, which is a polysaccharide. They reproduce asexually, sexually, or by both methods. The asexual reproduction occurs by the production of specific type of spores such as arthrospores, chlamydospores, sporangiospores, conidiospores, zoospores, and blastospores. Some fungi exhibit binary fission type of reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves the union of two compatible nuclei or sex organs or sex cells. They produce sexual spores such as ascospores, basidiospores, zygospores, and oospores. Some fungi produce useful substances such as penicillin, acetone, butanol, sorbitol, etc. Some fungi produce antibiotic substances, for example, penicillin. Fungi are usually filamentous. Fungi play a vital role in the environment. Economically important as a food source, cells of fungi are quite similar to those of plants, protists, and animals. Lack of chlorophyll separates them from plants. Since they do not ingest their food by eating, they are not animal. Most fungi reproduce through the generation of spores, that is, Mycelia sterilia being an exception. Fungal spores are non-motile, meaning they cannot move of their own accord. This further separates fungi from protists, which also can produce spores, but if they do, they are often motile. Together with bacteria, fungi are the major decomposers of organic material in the soils. They degrade complex organic matter into simple organic and inorganic compounds and help recycle carbon nitrogen, phosphorus, and other elements for reuse by other organisms. As molds grow by digesting the organic material, they gradually destroy whatever they grow on, cause many plants and human diseases. Molds belong to the fungus family. Molds are multicellular filamentous fungi. Molds are microscopic plant-like orgs. Growth can be easily recognized by its cottony appearance. Very common organism that grow on food material to spoil the food and can be easily be identified. Structure of fungi: fungal cell wall, cell membrane, Golgi apparatus, nucleus, rough endoplasmic reticulum, and mitochondria. Structure: the thallus of a mold consists of long branching filaments of cells joined together. These filaments are called hyphae, single hypa. Hyphae can grow to immense proportion. The hyphae of a single fungus in Oregon extend across 3.5 miles. The structure of hyphae. Hyphae is a tubular unit of construction. Tubular, hard wall of chitin. Cross wall may be formed compartment and multinucleate, grow at tips. Modification of hyphae. Cell wall, nuclei, pores, septum. This is the septate hyphae. This is the sinocytic hyphae without septum, and these are the cell wall and freely moving nuclei. Then fungal hyphae: nucleus, cell wall, plant cell wall, plant cell, plant plasma, haustorium by which fungal hyphae penetrate inside the plants. Hyphal growth. Hyphae grow from their tips. Mycelium, extensive feeding web of hyphae. Mycelia are the ecologically active bodies of fungi. This wall is rigid. Only the tip wall is plastic and stretch. Structure of hyphae. Septate hyphae. Hyphae of most mold contain cross wall called septa, which divide them into distinct uninucleate cell-like units, that is septate fungi. Sinocytic hyphae. Hyphae of few classes of fungi contain no septa and appear as long continuous cell with many nuclei. Cytoplasm possesses through and among cells of the hyphae uninterrupted by cross wall. We call it as a sinocytic fungi. Even in fungi with septate hyphae, there are usually opening in the septa that makes the cytoplasm of the adjacent cell continuous. These fungi are actually hyphae grow by elongated at the tips. Each part of the hyphae is capable of growth, and when a fragment breaks off, it can elongate to form a new hyphae. In the laboratory, fungi are usually grown from the fragments obtained from a fungal thallus. Portion of a hyphae that obtains nutrient is called vegetative hyphae. The portion concerned with reproduction is the reproductive or aerial hyphae, so named because it projected above the surface of the mycelium on which the fungus is growing. Aerial hyphae often bear reproductive spores. Structure of mycelium. When environmental conditions are suitable, the hyphae grow to form a filamentous tangled mass called a mycelium, which is visible to unaided eyes. Hyphae growth from spores. Germinating spores, which germinate to form a hyphae, and from hyphae to a dense tangled mass of mycelium. Characteristics of fungal hyphae. This is the septate hyphae, which having the septa with uninucleate or binucleate structure. This is the cell wall, pores, and nuclei. This is the sinocytic hyphae without septa. The many nuclei are freely moving in cytoplasm. These are the spores. Growth of a hyphae. Mycelium. Large visible mass of hyphae is called as mycelium. This is the smaller hyphae and this is the tangled mass of mycelium. Growth. Mold release countless tiny microscopic cells called spores which spread easily through the air and form new colonies where they find the right conditions for molds to grow and reproduce. They need only a food source, any organic material such as leaves, wood, paper or dirt and moisture. Relative humidity is less than 60%. Growth of mold. Development of fungi culture usually begins with a spore. In the presence of moisture, the spore swells with water much like a germinating plant seeds. Then the spore wall expands through a perform weak spot, that is germ spore, to create a thin balloon-like protuberance. This first extension of growth is called a hyphae, resembling long worm-like structure. With continued growth, the hyphae will branch and grow into a visible colony called mycelium. Heterotrophic by absorption. Fungi get carbon from organic sources. Hyphal peep release enzyme. Enzymatic breakdown of substrate. Product diffuse back into hyphae. These are the enzyme, product and enzymatic breakdown which gives the hyphae as a nutrition. Fungi nutrition. All fungi are chemoheterotrophs, requiring organic compounds for energy and carbon. Mostly, saprophytes obtain their nutrients from dead organic matter, play an important role in the environment by decomposing and recycling organic matter. Few are parasitic on plants, causing major losses of crops. Others find their way into humans or other animals and cause a serious infection. Nutrition of fungi. The nutritional need of fungi are facilitated by enzymes, cellulose or chitinase. Acquired nutrients by absorption. Most are saprous. Some trap and kill microscopic soil dwelling nematodes. Hostoria allows some to derive nutrients from living plants and animal. Most are aerobic, some are anaerobic, many yeast are facultative anaerobes. Nutritional adaptations. Fungi are generally adapted to environment that would be hostile to bacteria. Fungi are chemoheterotrophs and like bacteria, they absorb nutrient rather than ingesting them as animals do. Fungi offer from bacteria in certain environmental and nutritional requirement. Fungi differ from bacteria in certain environmental and nutritional requirement. Fungi usually grow better in an environment with a pH of about 5, which is too acidic for the growth of most common bacteria. Almost all molds are aerobic, most yeast are facultative anaerobes. Most fungi are more resistant to osmotic pressure than bacteria. Most can therefore grow in relatively high sugar or salt concentration. Fungi can grow on substances with a very low moisture content, generally too low to support the growth of bacteria. Fungi require somewhat less nitrogen than bacteria for an equivalent amount of growth. Fungi are often capable of metabolizing complex carbohydrates such as lignin, a component of wood that most bacteria cannot use for nutrient. Fungi genomes. Fungi have relatively very small nuclei containing very few nucleotides in their genome. For example, the amount of nucleotides in mushrooms is 8 times than it in E. coli, a prokaryote, but is only 1% of that in humans. Cultural characteristics. Some molds look velvety on the upper surface. Some look dry and powdery. Some wet or gelatinous. Some molds are loose and fluffy. Some are compact. Some are hard. Some possesses pigments in their mycelium: red, yellow, blue, green, brown, black, pink, and orange, etc. Mold's growth on surface can often be seen in the form of discoloration. The appearance of the mold indicates its genus. Physiological characteristics, temperature requirement. Most mold grow well at ordinary temperature. Most temperature requirement. Most molds grow well at ordinary temperature. Mesophilic and psychrotropic range, optimum temperature 25 to 30 degrees centigrade. But few grow well at 35 to 37 degrees centigrade or above in Aspergillus. A number of molds grow well at refrigeration and freezing temperature -5 to 10, -10 degrees centigrade. Few are thermophilic, can grow at high temperature. Moisture requirement. Molds require less moisture to grow than yeast and bacteria. If dried food has a moisture content below 14 to 15%, it will prevent or delay mold growth. Xerophilic molds use the humidity in the air as their only water source. Other molds need more moisture. Oxygen requirement. Molds are aerobic, required oxygen for their growth. Fungi are aerobic or facultative anaerobic. pH, it grows wide range of pH from 2 to 8.5. Majority are favored by an acid pH. Media, in general, can utilize many foods ranging from simple to complex. Most mold possesses a variety of hydrolytic enzyme and some are grown for their amylase, pectinase, and lipase and proteinase. Identification. Yeast identification, like bacteria identification, involves a biochemical test. However, multicellular fungi are identified on the basis of physical appearance, including colony characteristics and reproductive spores. Where are molds found? Found in virtually every environment and can be detected both indoor and outdoor year around. Molds grown in encouraged by warm and humid conditions. Outdoor, they can be found in shady, damp areas or places where leaves or other vegetation is decomposed. Indoor, they can be found where humidity levels are high, such as basement or showers. Reproduction. Fungi reproduce by the production of spores. Fungal spores can be either asexual or sexual. Filamentous fungi can reproduce asexually by fragmentation of their hyphae. Mold reproduce using both sexual or asexual reproduction method. Mold reproduce through producing very large number of small spores, which may contain a single nucleus or be multinucleate. Spores are formed from aerial hyphae. Mold spores can be asexual, the product of mitosis, or sexual, the product of meiosis. Many species can produce both types. Spores are of considerably important in the identification of fungi. At the end of the hyphae are the reproductive structure that produce spores. Spores are produced on different structure depending on species. Asexual and sexual reproduction in fungi. Telemorph, the sexual fungi, perfect meiotic, they produce sexual spores. Anamorph, the asexual fungi, imperfect mitotic. Example, penicillium is an anamorph that arose from a mutation in telemorph. Holomorph, the whole fungi, including anamorph and telomorph. Many fungi can have both, especially Ascomycota. Most have either one or the other. Asexual spores are called conidia, single conidium. When these spores germinate, they become organisms that are genetically identical to the parent cells. Asexual spores are produced by the hyphae of an individual fungus through mitosis and subsequent cell division. There is no fusion of the nuclei of cells. Asexual spores are conidiospores, singular conidium, unicellular or multicellular spores that are produced in a chain at the end of conidiospores. Such spores are produced by Aspergillus. Conidia are not enclosed in a sac. Blastospores, Blastoconidia are produced in a cluster by budding from a parent cell, conidium, consists of buds coming off the parent cells. Such spores are found in yeast such as Candida albicans and Cryptococcus. Sporangiospores. Spores are formed within a sporangium or a sac at the end of an aerial hyphae called a sporangiophore. The sporangium can contain hundreds of sporangiospores. Such spores are produced by Rhizopus. Asexual reproduction. Aerial hyphae. These are the conidiophore. On this conidiophore, these are the conidia, which get liberated in air, germinated, and again forms the subsurface hyphae. Sexual reproduction. During sexual reproduction, compatible nuclei unite within the mycelium and form sexual spores. Sexually opposite cells may unite within a single mycelium or different mycelia. When the cells unite, the nuclei fuse and form a diploid nucleus. Several divisions follow and the haploid state is re-established. Sexual spores result from the fusion of nuclei from two opposite mating strains of the same species of fungus. Fungi produce sexual spores less frequently than asexual spores. Organisms that grow from sexual spores will have genetic characteristics of both parental strain. Fungal sexual spores result from sexual reproduction, which consists of three phases. Plasmogamy, cell fusion. A haploid nucleus of a donor cell penetrates the cytoplasm of a recipient cell. Second, karyogamy, that is nuclear fusion. The nuclei fuse to form a diploid zygote nucleus. Meiosis, the diploid nucleus gives rise to haploid nuclei, that means sexual spores, some of which may be genetic recombinant. Oospores are produced when male gamete, that is reproductive nuclei, enter a large spherical cell, oogonium, and fertilize the egg within. Ascospores are produced within a spherical cells called asci, most often in groups of 4 or 8. Usually the asci are produced within some kinds of enclosing structure and thus are not found exposed on the hyphae. Zygospores do not occur inside any kind of enclosing structure produced by the direct fusion of two hyphae protrusion from neighboring filament. Usually, zygospores are recognized as large, nearly spherical, often dark brown or black, rough-walled spores with two connecting hyphae, representing the two mating gametangia. Basidiospores produce externally on a structure called a basidium. Basidia come in a variety of forms, but those commonly encountered on molds will be club-shaped and bear 4 or 8 spores on sharp projection at the apex. Thank you.